Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. We have a ranked versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Jayhawks will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Smith. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. For a productive play on first down. From the gun, they'll try the middle. Works his way into the traffic and picks up 3 to the 17.
Well, man, there's some big hitting going on in the trenches right now. This defense, they take a lot of pride in stopping the run. Let's keep our eye on them throughout the course of the game and see if they can contain this running attack.
Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22.
I think you run that play so you stay out of third and long. Third and long is not where an offense ever wants to thrive. Third and medium, hey, I'm good with that. So you run that play to make sure you're set up for a good third down.
They'll need 3 yards here on third down to keep this opening drive alive. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Bailey. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
And the Mustangs with the 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Smith takes the handoff. He picks up maybe a couple before he's stopped right at the 30-yard line.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. To throw, it's Jennings. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just toss it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously, so he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
From the gun, running back gets to give. Puts him in the spin cycle. He's brought down, but not before they pick up the big first down.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They've got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Wants to throw on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Daniels. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Yeah, and I tell you what, when you stick these fast suckers in the slot, they don't have to be big. But you get those guys that are so quick in the slot, they can get great matchups, and I can get the ball to them quick because they're such dynamic playmakers.
We're trying to throw the wide receiver screen to pick up that first down, but the defense just too much speed getting to the ball carrier on that one.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. They want to just keep throwing it. Got a man, it's Bailey. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
They were all over him, nowhere to go as that third down play turned into a disaster.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
On fourth down, going to the air. He's got it, and they convert. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down. The Mustangs want to pick up the tempo. The give is to Smith. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Picked up some of what they needed on first down. Now it's second and goal from the 5. Defense not showing press coverage. Looks as if he's going to run it. And he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, SMU!
This defense has their hands full in this game because of what you saw right there. This quarterback is one of the fastest players in the entire country, and he runs one in. They're going to have to do a better job getting hats to him because they know they're going to see the QB run a lot today.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They held the ball for 15 plays on that touchdown drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Line gets set, first down. He'll keep it himself. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
Man, these read options are so hard to diagnose, just like right there. He picks up a little chunk of yards, not a big chunk, but it's so easy when you run the read options.
Why is that? Why is it easy?
Because if you want to play fast to the football...
Oh, look out! He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
I'll tell you, the defense is going to have to do a much better job containing these outside run plays. They better be able to funnel the football back to the middle of the field because this guy with his speed can kill you like he did on that outside run play there to the left.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Flips it out in the flat. And that will go backwards. A negative play, and that defense on high alert that time. Offense working from the pistol. Quarterback checking off. Using his legs, it's Neal. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making a good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Pressure coming. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. And the Jayhawks looking to convert on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. One running back in the backfield, and he has it. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. Got it set up on the outside. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. Now on 1st and goal as they try to answer that opener with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. Knocked down after a gain of 1. They'll mark it at the 6. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 7, Kansas 0.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Gets it out quickly. Touchdown, Jayhawks! Made the snag and strolled his way into the end zone. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. After standing on the sideline and watching that long touchdown drive, they really need to put something together to give their defense a rest.
And that's a real thing, man. Like, you played a lot of plays, you get worn out, you need a chance to go decompress on the sideline, get some oxygen. Palmer, now it's on this offense.
Yeah, this is the definition of complementary football, because it's a two-pronged problem. You've got to score points and answer, but you've also got to take your time and give your defense an opportunity to get their win.
He'll try to do it himself. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
This offensive line better figure out a plan for this D tackle. He is tough to block with one guy. You might want to start double teaming him. He's going to be a problem moving forward. You saw all of his ability on that last one.
Looking for a man. It's Jennings. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
All right, well, that QB knows he now has to get the ball out of his hands quick, because that defensive end turned the corner fast.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Daniels. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback, finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. Classic pressure coming from the defense's right side, and they get the quarterback to the turf.
And that's what those defensive ends in a 4-3 do. Those guys know how to get after the quarterback, play on an edge. Nice job rushing the passer, getting off the...
And he's running in the open. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it now 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. He'll set up to throw. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Mustangs!
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one
Welcome, everybody, and we are fired up for another sensational college football matchup. Nobody at home today who can stake their claim in this neutral site showdown. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent. Can you take care of business? As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the Kansas Jayhawks, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the SMU Mustangs. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Jayhawks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. First down for this offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got a man, it's Smith. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You know, oftentimes these slot receivers, they're not the biggest guys in the world, but they're really good at finding the open spaces in the middle of the field. And you saw that guy attack the defense in the perfect spot, making life easy for his QB.
And the Mustangs get enough for the first down.
Just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. Finds his tight end. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He makes the stop almost as soon as he catches it, and they're short of the first down. And here comes the offense on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Smith. He stopped at the 45 after picking up 10 yards and the first down. The Mustangs come to the line with a new set of downs. Looking to throw it again. He's going for the big play. Grabs it inside the 10. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, SMU.
Well, you know this offensive coordinator scripts his opening 10, 15 plays, and he didn't even need that. They went 9 plays and scored a touchdown. Everything working perfectly. They looked like a well-oiled machine early in this game offensively.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and the finisher coming courtesy of that touchdown toss from 45 yards out. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Offense getting set for first down. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Running back searching for a hole. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
And that That is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Looking to throw, it's Daniels. Makes his connection. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one.
Slants are very tough to cover, but they become way tougher when you've got a big body wide receiver like that. It's almost like basketball where he's boxing you out. He gets inside real quick, uses that big body to shield you off, and even if you're playing man-to-man, you just got to get him on the ground and try to disrupt him some way.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Skinner. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up.
Well, give the defense credit on that one because they knew coming into this one that they were going to try to get this receiver the ball in a variety of ways. They were ready for the screen there, and they create a negative play.
Keeps the legs moving. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, on that third down play, I think the quarterback's got to do a little bit of a better job really selling pass. I think he kind of hurried it up too fast, got the ball to the running back. He didn't fool anybody. Back got tackled for loss. Now it's 4th.
4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Smith takes the handoff. And the Mustangs get enough for the first down.
All right, guys, that's not a home run type play, but he did enough there to keep the chains moving.
Now on first down from the 30. Right back to the well. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
9-yard pickup on first down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. The play action fake. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. Slings it downfield. Working that left side. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37. The Mustangs are moving quickly down the field. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Looking to scramble. He'll throw it. Finds the tight end. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves him with 2nd and short. You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for us.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
And he added the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
And this ball looks like it just got away from the quarterback. I think he made the right decision. He was going to the receiver that seemed open, but just not very accurate on the throw, and that leads to the interception.
Offense set on first down. Running back goes in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Smith. So much change of direction. He's down to the 23. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Mustangs have taken it inside the 20. Fast motion from the offense. This is a designed run. And they try the middle of this stout defense, and they rise to the challenge. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Looking to pass. It's Jennings. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, SMU 14, Kansas 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. A first down run in the red zone. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, SMU! A quick strike, just as we expected.
And quick strikes are easy when you got such a great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, it puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And the extra point is good. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Fielded in the end zone, it's Wilson. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. They've gotten nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
He'll pull it on the read. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to go option, but the linebacker shows his open field tackling ability and also his recognition. He expected the quarterback to keep it, went after and was able to make the tackle for loss.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got one to the 28.
And these defensive tackles just eat people. They swallow human beings when you get near them. They're so big, so strong. When those guys, those running backs come in, they just need a mid. They put one mid on a running back, and he usually falls to the ground just because of their sheer mass and strength.
Third and long situation. They try to go screen. I think they were hoping it was going to be a big zone and they could get those offensive linemen down the field, but the defense sniffed it out, forcing the incompletion.
You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Fires to the wideout. He's got a first down and maybe a lot more. And they finally make the tackle, but this will be a pretty easy conversion for this offense.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
And the Jayhawks look to keep this drive humming. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Got him downfield. He's into the open down the middle. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Kansas.
This guy is so dangerous because of his speed. He can take the top off the defense, and he did it right there on the post. Great arm talent, getting the throw out in front of him. It didn't matter how many DBs they had deep on that one. I don't think they could have stopped him.
And after the extra point, they're now down 21-7. Still just a two-possession game. A lot of time to go as they try for the onside kick here. That's why they call them the hands team. They're able to secure the onside kick. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. On first down, here comes this offense. He's looking to throw it. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch down the right side. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. Power ahead. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Mustang. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. They're just about ready to kick it away. Great starting point, takes it inside his own 25. Needed just a little more help to turn that into a big return. They'll mark him down at the 29. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. Looking to move it through the air. Got it behind the line. It's Neal. And there is nothing doing on that one. You got the completion and nothing else to show for it. Line getting set on second down. Using his legs, it's Neal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Lets it fly. Snags it on the right. All kinds of running room. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rock Chalk. And once he got loose, it was all over.
And the defense lets the big tight end get behind him, and you could see it. When he saw his tight end streaking down the field, he knew he had to throw it up in the air, let him go make a play. He does it. Big play for this offense.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They've got it down to a 2-touchdown deficit, trailing by 14 and about to kick it away. He'll bring it out. It's Smith. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too. We can't let our serve get broken.
Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. To the air, it's Jennings. Getting some heat. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
Well, great job there by the defense because they weren't able to get him sacked right away, but you saw the coverage in the back end. Nowhere for the quarterback to throw the football. Didn't get the sack, obviously. You don't get the negative play, but you also don't give up a big one. You're feeling pretty good about where you are right now in this drive.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The Mustangs will punt this one away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. That is coverage just the way you draw it up. Don't even let it get started, and they knock it down deep in his own end. The Kansas offense returns to the field. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time, and he breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. It's caught downfield. And this defense's head is spinning. He gets it down to their 27. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. We've made our way to the 2-minute warning, and now they'll try to at least cut a little something off of this lead before the break. The Jayhawks will line it up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Daniels. Now he's going to break the pocket. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
That's a throw the QB would like to have back. He just has to do a better job giving his receiver a chance to make the catch.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Doesn't take this defense a lot of time to get to the quarterback, man. They've got speed all over the place. They hit him so quickly, and because of that, the ball falls incomplete.
He'll toss it. Strong running there. Going to pick up 7 yards on the play, but they still have a 4th and 3. And they'll send out the kicker to try a field goal. He'll line it up from the right side. A 37-yarder coming up. Not a chance. Missed it. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
Yeah, and there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You've got the lead. You've got the football. You've got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's 1st down again. Got it in the middle. It's Smith. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. At the 45, on his way. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Going up top on 1st down. Flushed out of the pocket. Oh, he needs to get rid of it. He needs to do something, and he will go down. What a terrible, terrible play and a big loss. That's the last thing you want as an offense, a negative play, a sack on 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Jennings. He'll take a deep shot here. It's caught, and what a job to get the foot down and make it a huge gain along the sideline.
And how about the big strike? strike down the field. I'm loving offenses take shots down the field, try to make big plays. Now they're set up in the red zone.
And excellent vision to find running room there and make a really good pickup before the defense put a stop to it. This offense is about to face the one thing that can stop it. Time expiring in the first half. Before then, they can get another score. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
Well, he's had the hot hand, 3 TDs in the game already. I like just force-feeding this guy the rock some more here.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They've been the more physical team. He does a really good job finding the end zone, running the football. That's why they featured him today.
He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. And that'll bring us to the end of the first half as we head to the studio for halftime.
28, Kansas 14.
They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
Touchdown, Rock Chalk Jayhawk! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
How about that? His second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, or number 3 is coming soon.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker is on for the extra point.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. OC, quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone.
21.
He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Have the ball back and ready to go to work. They'll run the option. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Off play action. He lets it fly. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's not afraid to go deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's fourth down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't pinned.
And the Mustangs will go for it on fourth down. He'll take another shot here. And it's knocked away. They'll give up the ball, failing to convert on fourth.
I love when defenses are smart enough to swat the ball down. Don't go for the pick, especially on fourth down. They knock it down. You get the ball anyways. Nice job by the defender.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense pulled it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short game.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Power football with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. This is the absolute right call. They're going for it on 4th down. On the option. Now the toss. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Nice job by the defense on 4th down, bowing up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that 4th down play. Really good job by this defense.
Using his feet to buy time. He'll throw one to his right. And he makes the catch inside the 25. And it's loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling. Massive fumble.
Timeout called by the defense is their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. It's reverse. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd down.
The Mustangs are threatening in the red zone. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Using his feet. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
I never know if it's grammatically correct to say a team is being out-physicaled. You hear it a lot in football, though. That's happening in this game. They're just not getting the push they need all game long up front to have any success when they decide to run it.
They'll try to power their way ahead. And he's tripped up, but not before picking up the 1st down.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the 1st.
A run up the middle is stopped for no gain.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but here's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
The give to the back. Brought down at the 7 after picking up 3. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring. Back to throw, it's Jennings. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
3rd and short in college football today. You see so much more pass than you used to. The offense stays aggressive, and I think they stay aggressive because they know they're in field goal range. They got that 3 in their back pocket.
Pocket starts to collapse. He makes a grab. He's not going to get there. Stop short on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Leaves it with the back. Couldn't fight his way out of the end zone, and they get him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
So after giving up the deuce on the safety, now they'll be able to kick it away without a rush from the 20. Running it back, it's Smith.
Return is brought down at the 21, and your SMU Mustangs will take over. 1st and 10.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe, as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they like.
Got behind those pads and picked up 3 out to the 35.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Grabbed in the middle, it's Smith. To the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Now on 2nd and short after the first down completion. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
You don't see offensive pass interference called very often, so usually you know it's pretty blatant. It's pretty obvious. It's a severe push-off or, obviously trying to break up a play so you don't give up a pick, but clear offensive pass interference on that play.
And they're able to make the tackle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too, but don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Just 1 for 3 on 4th down so far in this one, but they'll stay on the field and try to convert here. They'll try to pick up the first. And the Mustangs are stopped, but not before getting the first down. Probably the only people upset about going for it on 4th down, the punters, who don't seem to see the field as much as they used to.
Not when you've got a running back like that. He just has like a sixth sense. He always seems like he...
And the defense gets to the quarterback.
When you're on defense and you get to play outside linebacker, it's about as good as it gets, right? I get to rush the passer just like this and put him on the ground. Then I get to cover in space. I get to move all over the place. Great job by the outside linebacker. The most fun position to play in college football.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the 3rd quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the play the defense needs now to spark some momentum.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. A first down for the offense. The option look. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Well, the QB decided to keep it on that one. Listen, if you had his athleticism, you'd want to keep it too. Almost every time they run these types of option plays, but he's just going to have to do a good job of...
And the ball is free on the pitch. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. He's looking downfield to throw. Complete downfield. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing.
And the pressure was in his grill in an eyelash. Each play has a life and history of its own. And you want to talk about two opposite plays. Offense grabs momentum, defense takes it back.
And the game's always like that, and it's back and forth. Sometimes they get you, sometimes you get them. Nice job by the defense being ready for the next play. Don't worry about the play before where you gave up some yards. Nice job answering and getting the tackle for a loss with the sack.
Feeling some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be third down. I'm not positive, but that first down marker might be in the next county. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's got it. Touchdown, Jayhawks. A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. They got the score they needed, but this isn't over.
No, don't call it a comeback yet. The first part, step one accomplished. This offense obviously still has work to do, but the defense has to go out and get a stop and get him the ball back.
Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. The pitch. He's got it in the end zone. Two-point conversion is good, and it is a one-point game. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Probably needed to pick up an extra block or two, but as it is, he'll be stopped at the 28. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field and score some points.
Dang, Palmer, I wish I would have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
Moves away as he feels pressure. Got rid of it just in time. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
I like the offensive idea here to try to change the launch point of the QB, but you got to do a better job protecting him because guys can't complete passes when they're getting hit.
Dropping back, it's Jennings. Makes the grab down the middle. And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down.
Well, this defense has given up some big plays in this game so far, but they've got a lot of talent on that side of the football. Someone has to step up here, make a play, get a stop, and put their team in a position to win.
The Mustangs have it with a 1st and 10. He wants to throw it again. Now improvising. He'll let it go down the right side. And he's got it at the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, SMU.
Sometimes it's players, not plays, or sometimes it's both. When you got that guy and you put him in the slot and you let him...
Forget the kick, he's going to throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Is no good. That keeps the score. SMU 36, Kansas 29.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Set to kick it off.
The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. The Kansas offense returns to the field. The give to the tailback. At the 35, he's open. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Last play was a near disaster, now dealing with 2nd and 13. They'll run play action. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's so frustrating for a quarterback. He sees an open guy, he's ready to rip the football, and then all of a sudden, one of those defensive ends gets their big mitt in the air and knocks it down.
On the move, it's Neal. At midfield, he's got room. Just gashing this defense, a big gainer to the 40-yard line.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Coming after it. Unleashes it on the run. Grabs it inside the 10. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Lining up to add another. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And the score comes on a pass from 40 yards out. On the run from inside his own 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Floating away. That's caught. It's Bailey. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And the yards just continue to stack up for this dude. We've already talked about it. He made over 300, over 400. Now he's over 450 on the game. He has been on fire.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's going to fire deep. Brings it down on the right side. He's off to the races. Touchdown, Mustangs! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
And QBs love their big tight ends, and especially guys that can do such great things after the catch. He catches it. Dang, Palmer, he looks like a daggone receiver after he catches the football.
What a matchup nightmare, too, man. I mean, he's just too big for DBs to cover, and he's too fast for linebackers to cover. If I'm this QB, I'm looking that guy's way a lot more often than this one.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team takes the field to boot this one away. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Kansas gets the ball back, and the Jayhawk offense is ready to go to work. From the gun, the ground game. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. That linebacker saw the express lane right to the ball carrier.
And a great job by the defensive line, getting some push, making them use their resources on him. The linebacker comes free, doing the making the backfield for a tackle for a loss.
Now on 2nd down. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Back to pass, it's Daniels. Unloads to the wideout. And that pass is intercepted. And a sensational return, and they finally stop him inside the 15.
That's a tough deal for the offense, right? I mean, we're trailing, it's late in the game, you're having to throw the football, you're just trying to make something happen, and the ball gets away from the quarterback, ends up in the hands of the DB. Nice job by the defense.
The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
The offense starts with a short field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Really nice job by the defense. They know the quarterback was outside the pocket. They were still able to get a hat on him just as he was trying to make that throw and force the incompletion.
And now on second down for this offense. Dances away from the heat. And it'll be a pickup of 9. They're facing a 3rd and 1.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. They'll try to get it through the air. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Grab near the sticks. It's Maryland. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down.
Well, this guy's been a go-to guy for this offense all game long. We've seen that, and here on a critical 3rd down late in the game with the lead, guess who shows up with another big one? That guy.
And the Mustangs enter the final minute with the lead, trying to run out the clock. Caught behind the line. It's Maryland. Touchdown, SMU! And they take it in for 6 more points.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. After scoring that touchdown, they'll try to get it right back with an onside kick. And he falls on top of his own fumble, and the offense will retain possession.
Well, here in the 4th quarter, they were obviously expecting onside kick. They got their hands team on the field. They're able to jump on the ball and make sure they get possession.
Quarterback will audible. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Looking deep. And he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel it.
The quarterback bought as much time as he could, but the defense got to him and sacked him. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A first down sack can wreck a drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. Now he'll fire back into the middle. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. The offense will use the timeout clock as stopped with 22 seconds left. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Going back to the well. Another deep ball. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. Second down coming up. Caught in the backfield, it's Maryland. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Now facing a third and long. Trying play action. He unleashes a long one. He caught it. And he will score! Touchdown, Mustangs!
Someone say run out the clock. Someone say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. They're lining up to boot it away. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30s. After this, it'll be a wrap. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Dropping back, it's Daniels. He's going up top here late in the game. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. And with that turnover, that'll finish the game. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Nick.